Hey, yeah, I'm fine. I was waiting to see if it would work. I was waiting to see if it could work. On the other what? What other? Hey, my legs itch. I didn't end up going to the gym today. I got to go tomorrow. It was like storming, and we didn't want to go out, so we're gonna go tomorrow. So you've seen me in 3 lives now. Oh yeah, I was in Katie Joy's twice, and a girl named Nicole's once. So yeah, I've been in 3 lives today. I've been live. I've just oh, you're on the wrong channel. So yeah, it was storming here, and he's like, can we just go to the gym tomorrow? I was like, all right, cool. So um yeah, it's actually my neck, my back, my anxiety attack. Actually. One. It's got a possum. My neck, my back, my anxiety attack. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. My neck, my back, my anxiety attack. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. Regardless, I'm doing well. I'm doing fine. I'm all right. So I know that I've been a feature in a lot of people's lives today. Is what it is. Uh, can't really do nothing about that. How can I? No, I'm going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow. Um, I'm sure you'll tell me. I'm sure you'll tell me. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. For those of you who have seen me in multiple lives today, nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. And sometimes I was in lives I wasn't even in, so that was awesome. I've been in multiple lives today. I was in Katie Joy's twice. I was in a girl named Nicole's once. And I've also been featured for hours on fucking end today. So Gypsy has 4 GoFundMe pages. Are they all legit though? Like, are they legit? Like, did she do them? Like, are they legit? People do non. I was popular today. I wish I was that popular in real life. So they say her name on them. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I have her to thank. Thank you. Um, I was in Nicole's live last. But don't worry about Brie. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Don't worry about Brie next week. She'll be on someone else's neck. Ryan, I love your demeanor and how you stay respectful. I wish more people would be like you. So I got a video in drafts that'd make you not think that though. I'm the goat. Woo-hoo. I have goats. I appreciate everybody who's going to come here and be kind. If you're not going to be kind, trip balls and get out of here, please, because I'm done today. I'm done. I didn't. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Straight ass. My friends are great friends. My friends are really really great. Okay. Um. Thank you. I have really great friends, and they were trying to go to bat for me today, and they were doing the Lord's work and recording all of this shit for when people said this didn't happen, that didn't happen, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, already happened, already just put up a video. I just put up a video. Somebody's like, it didn't happen. Proof. And I was like, gotcha, boo. Here you go. Um, I didn't watch any of it because honestly, it's just not really fun to hear, 7 people rail at you. If you were in the lives and you heard anything unsavory about me, do with what you will on that. Do with what you will on that. I can't make people think any differently. I can't make people believe anything. At this point, even when I have proof, people don't want to listen to it. So I mean, I could have got on today and just freaked out and yelled and whatever. But it was pointless. It's pointless because the people who back me already know. She keeps gaslighting everyone. She hasn't mentioned me. Okay, cool. Like I said, the hours that were like sent to me must all be in my imagination. Um, Look, the people who follow me know who I am as a person. And the people who don't follow me that want to believe whatever's being said, you absolutely can do whatever. Um, because in the end, nothing I say is going to change your mind. No amount of proof is going to change your mind. No matter what I say, what I do, what I show, you are hell bent on trying to blame me for shit. So do what makes you feel good, I guess. That's all I can say. Because I in the now I did catch a small portion. Somebody was playing it. People were playing it while I was on different lives, whatever. Um, and somebody told me that I was being blamed for like X amount of pages. Can you ask a question? Sure. Um, Again, for the umpteenth time, with proof, I have told you I have fuck all to do with this parody account. Fuck all. Fuck all. The literal person who runs it has told you I have nothing to do with it. She has made a video. She has come into my live. She has told you that I have nothing to do with it. You still won't listen. There's literally nothing else I can do at this point. There's literally nothing else I can do at this point, because if the person who runs it is telling you that I'm not doing it, and I'm telling you I'm not doing it, there's nothing else I can show you that is going to do anything, because obviously that's not enough for you to comprehend. So at that point, it's ridiculous, because the people who know me know I'm not involved in it. So it is what it is. People only hear what they want to hear. Absolutely. The exposing Brie account, not mine. Not to say at this point I didn't wish it was. It's not mine, but kudos to you for doing the God's work, because fuck you, Brie. Anyways, like, there's not umpteen people who do not like her. I've seen lots of anti-Brie pages. Why did she pick that one? You know what? Why? I just realized that. Why did she just pick that random one to try to pin on me? Because there's a bunch of anti-Brie pages. Why did she pick that one? Weird. Anyway, they've tried to pin me on making some post about Belle that I did not make. And no matter what I say, what I do, they're never going to believe it anyways. Hell, at this point, I'm beginning to think they fucking did it just to pin it on me. That's what they did with the fucking parody accounts fucking thing. They're like, ooh, look at her, look at them, look at each other. You screenshotted it a second after the person wrote it, dude. You obviously wrote it. But try to pin it on me. That's cool. I don't care. Pin whatever you want on me anymore. I don't care. I don't care. Because the people who actually follow me, they know who I am. And the people who have something against me, they're going to have it against me no matter what. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, it's not going to matter. So while I was going to, go on live, look, I had a live planned with my friend who also got Brie up in her messages, losing her shit on her. We were going to go live together in tandem, and we were going to read all of these text messages. And I was like, what's the point? What's the fucking point? She's got all her text messages already out on her TikTok. And somebody said, and I don't know if this is true, and I even said this when I made the video. Somebody said that she just showed my text messages and didn't show hers. I heard something about that she couldn't find hers or something. I don't fucking know, but whatever. And somebody said that she didn't show hers. Now, I had one person say she did, but who do you believe? I don't know. So I was like, cool, fine. Here you go. Because she came in my messenger first. She came at me first. I had her blocked. She came on another account, and then after she said what she had to say, she blocked me. Oh, she showed hers today? Well, they're saying she did. There you go. Oh my God, that hurts. I got like a popcorn kernel up here and it hurts. Well, I'm glad she showed hers. At least, other people said that she didn't. So I'm glad she did. She came in my messenger. I had her blocked, and she came in on her new nasty one and started railing at me in my fucking messenger. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, I'm just going to sit here and fucking take it? No. Now, I could get on here and I could get on here and I could be hateful and I could be whatever, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down to her level. I'm not going to have a live with her name as the title. I'm not going to put a unflattering picture of her up as my backdrop. I am going to talk on it because what are you going to say? Well, there she goes talking about it again. Yes. This live started 5 hours. When I made the first video, it had already been going on for an hour and a half when I made the first video 5 hours ago. So intermittently, however long, I have no idea how long, but I know so far I've been told on and off for the better part of 5 hours that I have been the topic of discussion. For somebody who keeps saying how irrelevant I am, I'm irrelevant, I'm irrelevant, I'm irrelevant, I'm irrelevant. I'm relevant enough for you to speak on me for hours on end. She's going on about me calling her bro. I call everybody bro. Have you ever watched my lives? It drives my husband nuts. I call my husband bro. He's like, I'm your husband. I'm not your bro. And I'm like, okay, bro. Not really. But no, I say that to everybody. That's not just her, and as far as that goes, I know a lot of people, and this happened to my friend. She was saying something and she said, Brie, and it literally auto-corrected. I know a lot of people this happens to because it's done it to me. Auto-corrects to bro. And she fixed it immediately. She showed me the screenshot. Like it was immediately. And she's still going on. Look, I'm sorry that people say things and misgender. Okay. But number one, I've been blamed for doing that when I literally went on a live railing at Sarah for doing it. So why would I rail at Sarah for doing it and then do it? That makes no sense. Yes. As long as I've watched you, you've called everyone bro. Thank you. I've always done it. I hate it. I never used to use that word. And then once you start using it, it just creeps in. But at this point, while I understand being upset that it's happening, you can't just blame everybody for doing it because that I did not do. When I say bro, I say that like I will literally say that to anybody. I would not, I'm not going to go after her for something like that. I sure as hell wouldn't have wasted my time on a live going at fucking Sarah for doing it. That makes no sense. Right. We're born in a different generation. We say bro, we say dude. She's deflecting off the autopsy, probably because she tried saying it wasn't a real autopsy. Not really sure how that works. I'm also not sure how you can update an autopsy. Not heard how that works either, but whatever. Right. It's like, dude, what's up? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you can't make an autopsy up to date. Once it's done, it's done. You can't undo an autopsy. You can't update it. That's not how any of this works. She said she was talking about you an hour ago because you're boring and now she's going again. It's also expired. Yeah. Nicole just freaked out on Dark Times and Katie Joy. Oh, so yeah, that was, so if you were in Nicole's live, there was some of us in Nicole's live. Nicole is a girl that had an issue with Brie. Brie was going on saying she was scared of her, or that Nicole was scared of her, and she wouldn't come up in her box. Then Nicole tried to get in her box, and Brie was disrespectful as shit to her. And Nicole is the type person like me who's not going to take shit. So Nicole was pissed. Nicole wasn't alive. Somebody sent me the live. I went in. I got on the panel. And then some other people got on the panel, and we ended up having what I thought was a good live. But I was in Katie Joy's. While this was going on, I looked and Katie was live, and I figured I'd step in for a hot second, and I did. And literally as I go in, they're like, yeah, she's on here going on about Ryan Lee. And I went and she goes, oh, Ryan Lee is in here. So I ended up on the panel and we were talking, and then got down or whatever. She was live a little bit later. I popped in for a second. She automatically had me go live. It's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Look, here's the deal. You can like Katie Joy or not. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. She's not ever been hateful to me yet. Okay. She's not been hateful to me yet. So as long as she's not hateful to me yet, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Like if she starts being hateful to me, then we can have a problem. I don't dislike people based on other people. She's not been hateful to me, so I have no reason to be hateful to her. Who was the girl on the bottom of the panel on Nicole's live? That was that dark Knight or something. Dark Knight or something. They did. Okay, here's my question. I don't understand I don't understand why they're so pressed about the parody account. The parody account has been going after Thea since before I knew her, which I have in my messenger because I popped off because I was pissed off because she was going after Thea a week before she even met me. And I was like, you were already up to this shit before you met me. Like, what the fuck, Because I'm like, I'm literally taking this fucking heat, from people. And you were doing this a week prior to even talking to me. And then you've like left me to burn this entire time. She's going after Thea. Now, is she equating Thea in Midnight? Yes, she is. And maybe that's why they're upset. I don't know. But she's going after Thea, and by product, she thinks that Thea is Midnight. So she's doing her thing there. That has nothing to do with me. Nothing. So I don't know what to tell you. Trust me. I'm be kind of an asshole right here. Look, my friend may be doing this, but if I was involved, the videos would make more sense. The videos would make more sense. My friend has a good, I don't know, thought process, but it does not compute well into videos. Does not compute well into videos. If I was involved, they'd make a lot more sense. Just saying. Just saying. So I don't know what to tell you on that. And even when she tells you I'm not involved, you don't listen anyways. So there's no point in trying to whatever anymore, because no matter what I say and what I do, it doesn't work anyways. So I don't know what to tell you. So I don't know why. Okay, cool. So why am I friends with the parody account if they're doing something shitty? Why is Brie friends with Midnight when Midnight's doing something shitty? Why is Brie friends with Belle when Belle's doing something shitty? I don't know, because we pick shitty friends. I don't know what to tell you. I don't agree with what she does. But if we just stop talking to friends because you don't agree with what they do, who they date, where they work, what hobby they have, we wouldn't have very many friends. I don't know what to tell you. We have told her numerous occasions, but she does what she's doing. I don't tell you. But stop blaming me for shit that I'm not involved with, dude. Stop blaming me for shit I'm not involved with. I'm just like this easy fucking fall guy for you because I'm the fucking idiot du jour this week. I mean, if we go back and if we go back X amount of months, Brie has literally, I know she said I was in the parody account. Prove it. Fucking prove it. What? Because I know who it is? Guess what? So does a lot of people. So the fuck does a lot of people. So I guess we're all in on it. Because like a dozen people know who she is. So I guess we're all in on it because we know what she is. Okay, cool. Then I guess Brie's Midnight because she knows what Midnight's doing. I guess that's what it is. I mean, she's friends with Midnight. Midnight is a faceless, nameless account. So obviously Brie's Midnight. But Brie's been live with Midnight. I've been live with the parody account, but nobody's going to take that into consideration. Now fucking are they? No. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying using that rhetoric. Using the rhetoric of if you know your friend is doing something shisty and you're still friends with them and you know they're doing it and you're going to say that I'm doing it because my friend is shisty, well, then I guess you're doing it because your friend is shisty. I don't know what to tell you. You cannot use that rhetoric and not apply it to yourself. Um, Breeze on something. Did you see her pupils tonight? No, I did not watch anything. I saw a clip here or there. I did not go there and watch it. It did end up on my FYP when I logged in. Fuck all out of that. Because she was on some account that apparently I didn't have blocked. Or I was on a burner account or something. I don't fucking know how it happened. Anyway, my friends have been taking clips of it all damn day long. So that when somebody says, I never said that, they have it. Didn't ask them to. Didn't ask them to. You can ask them. I did not ask them to. But I'm glad that they did because somebody literally was already like, they didn't say that. Show the proof. So I showed the proof. I don't know what exactly. I don't know. I do believe that part of it is because of the autopsy, because I think that with the autopsy coming out and it being very brutal and very not okay, that, she literally already said that it's not the real autopsy. It is. And that it wasn't updated because they're not. And they don't expire or any other dumb harebrained idea that's come out of anybody else's mouth. The autopsy was done. It's a said deal. That's it. You only need one autopsy. Not complicated. And if you don't like what's in it, I don't know what to tell you. That's the facts. This says my neck, my back, my anxiety attack. Which is accurate because my back hurts. What's frustrating is she says that she is the most bullied person on this app. Well, have another 5-hour live in my direction. Have another one in Nina's direction or Natasha's direction or Fancy's direction or Becca Scoop's direction or Sir Morbid's direction. Or am I forgetting anybody? Katie Joy's direction. Go have another live or another video at any of those people and then wonder why their followers get pissed off. You're going after creators that people like. No, she did not have cancer when she passed away. That was in the medical history. She had endometrial cancer at some point. It was in her medical history. She go after Ivory too? I didn't know that. So, she got mad because I made an offhanded comment about rugs. Is she justified in being angry? I said it, maybe. If it's not true, I'd be angry. Not going to fault her for that. Not going to fault her for being angry if it's not true. But y'all can have your opinions on whether it's true or not. That's for damn sure. Buddy, nobody's doing anything. So no, you know what the funny part was though? You know what the funny part was? She blocks everybody out of every fucking live known to man, except when she wants a huge fucking room to rail against me. Because I asked my friends how many people were in there, and any other time she blocks people left and fucking right. But of course, the day that she wanted everybody to fucking hear about me, so she didn't block nothing and sat there entertaining. But I will say this. A lot of people reached out to me and said that they were watching it to either record or to watch the shit show or because it was entertaining and not because they were there looking for any type of maliciousness. I'm sure there was people there that absolutely partook in saying bad things about me. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's not possible. But to sit here and be mad because I might say, something for 10 or 20 minutes on here, and then to think that to justify that, you're going to do, hours and hours and hours and then title me as your live and put a picture of me up or several. I did see a couple different ones along the way in the screenshots. And then, be upset when people are saying whatever. Now I put up a video um, saying, hey, I know that I'm being talked about, and to tell people that thank you for supporting me. If you don't support me, I'm not mad at you, but thank you for the support. And shockingly, I really only got one shitty comment. Shockingly, I was actually surprised. I figured there'd be a lot more. It's not that I didn't put them through, because I put through the one guy who was girl. Sorry, I had a guy name. Who had some huge issue, and we ended up going tit for tat in the comments. But I was actually surprised there wasn't more mean comments. I was braced for it. I was braced for it. Um, Kind of weird how she has those pics of me saved. Somebody made the joke that I'm probably her screensaver. Is it weird? Yeah. Makes you wonder. Does she have an account for me? That she just has all these random pictures, all these random unflattering pictures of me, that maybe she's not running an account aimed at me? Why would you have that shit at the ready? Why would you have that shit at the ready? Just horrible, unflattering pictures of me constantly. Just boom, I got another one of Ryan. Boom, got another one of Ryan. Why am I in your phone? Why am I in your phone? Especially if I'm irrelevant. Especially if I'm irrelevant. I really need to get a board behind you with the red string so I can figure out who the players are for us who haven't watched the commentators for long. See, it just happened to her. I have talked to Bro to ask questions, and she had to correct debris. Unfortunately, that is an autocorrect that happens. Legitimately. Legitimately. Is there people who are doing it to be shitty? Yes. I'm sure there is. People are shitty. I mean, these apps make people feel fucking invincible, that they can do anything without any ramification or consequence. So yes, there's going to be people who are being shitty. There are. But not everybody who uses the word bro is doing it to misgender, or their fucking phone could fix the autocorrect. I don't know what to tell you. Well, yeah, she can attack my looks all she wants. It doesn't faze me. Look, I'm old. I don't care. If I cared, y'all, if I really, really worried about how people viewed me and my physicality, I would put on makeup. I would do my hair. I would wear something that was not a baggy t-shirt. I feel like you guys come here not to, oh my God, your makeup is so pretty. Oh my God, your hair is so curly. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's such a great palette. Oh my God. That's not me. You guys don't come here for that. You guys come here to hang out with me, not to judge me for how I look. And if that's what you're going to go off of is try to bash me for how I look, then do it. Whatever. It is what it fucking is. But if that's what you're going to have to go off of is I'm fat or I'm this or I'm that, you ain't got much. You ain't got much. Period. And for people, I saw something like some weird thing having to do with the Blanchards, and I said this and I said that, and I went back on this and I deleted that. Look, the only things I've deleted on my YouTube is I had to private a one that I put out that had gypsy misinformation on it. I privated that. I had to private one because Chocolate Sunrise decided to hit me with a privacy complaint. So I had to private it so I wouldn't get a strike because I was too lazy to go fix it, and then had the same live the next night. So yeah, I've had to private a couple of lives due to concerns or misinformation. Yeah. 2 of them. And if you have something showing me whatever, fine, you do you. I am not by any stretch of the means a perfect person. I'm sure I have fucked up. I'm sure along the way I have had misinformation. I'm sure I have done things that either I don't remember or didn't mean. I'm sure I've done shitty things. I don't claim to be I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. But you guys keep saying that, I did this and where? Somebody said I called her Brie. No, show me proof. They said, I don't have to show you proof. You know where you did it. No, I don't. So show me. If you're going to accuse me of something, show me. Hold on. And yes, I have to do that off screen. I appreciate you, Nancy. No, I never claimed to be a 10. Um, oh, I know. I'm aware. I didn't claim to be a 10. Hell, I don't even claim to be a fucking 5. I'm an existing potato at this point. Like I'm good. I'm good. I get it. She said you never spoke about her husband on a live. I never heard you talk about her husband. Okay, so let me tell you exactly what happened with that. There is a live. I will tell you exactly what was said. I was pissed off. And I said something along the lines, it's in a live. So feel free to go get it I have no problem. I said something along the lines of, yeah, and her husband's got charges. That's what I said. I said her husband's got charges. Guess what? He does. You're mad at me because your husband has charges? Be mad at him for having them. I don't know what to tell you. Be mad at Katie Joy for putting it out there. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't say his name. I don't know his name. I didn't say where he works. I don't know where he works. I don't know any of that. And something along the lines of I don't know if she was talking about me, but she said something about putting her in danger. Maybe she was talking about Katie when she put that up there. I don't know. But that's all I've ever said about her husband. And I wondered the other day, I think it was yesterday in a live. I said, how the hell I think somewhere in a live, something like gotta wonder how the hell her husband deals with her being live all day. Because I mean, the other day she was on, like, she swears 10 and a half hours. I had people tell me 16. I don't know. That's up for debate. Whatever. I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you. So I'll take anybody, whatever. Yeah. I mean, you gotta wonder. She tried to throw pot shots at my marriage. Well, I've been married for coming up 18 years. I've been with my husband 25. We're doing something right. So we don't share a room. You know what? A lot of people, once they're not married for like 5 minutes, do that because you need space, because you have different schedules, because he snores like a fucking jackhammer, because he has a much more cluttered room than I do, and I cannot sleep when there is clutter, because he is a literal furnace and I do not like to be hot when I sleep. There's a million fucking reasons why we have separate bedrooms. Not that I need to explain, not that it's any of your goddamn business, but if I was worried about it, I never would have told y'all, because you wouldn't have known that unless I told y'all. If I was that worried, if it was a big source of contention and insecurity in me, I sure as fuck wouldn't have gone online and told y'all about it. What I'm doing in my marriage is fucking working because I'm still here and he's still here. And as for, oh, go look at his TikTok and who he follows or who follows him. Are you that insecure? Are you that insecure for real? I don't give a fuck who my husband follows or who's following him. I don't give a fuck. But what bothers me more, I don't know any of that because I'm not insecure to where I police his followers and who he's following. Like, that's his social media. Do I have passwords to it if I want to get into it? Yeah. Do I? No. But I don't care. So why do you care? Why are you looking at my husband's social media? Why do you care who my husband is following or who is following him? Are you fucking him? I don't know why. I don't know why you're pressed about what my husband follows, who follows him, who he's friends with, what he does on social media. I'm not pressed, so I'm very confused why you're pressed. And obviously, he's here. And by the way, he can't cheat when he's at work. His fucking truck has cameras in it. Before you want to go there. Before you want to go there. His truck has cameras in it. So have fun with that philosophy. He has to log in, log out. He's got an AI camera, y'all. Do you know that they do this now? My husband's trucking company. This is wild. They put in a monitor to where if your eyes leave the road, you get beeped. Like if your eyes leave the road for like longer than like looking this way, you literally get beeped. I didn't say he was cheating. Nobody claimed my husband was cheating. You gonna try to turn that around on me somehow? Nobody said that he was cheating. I said I think it's fucking weird that people are more pressed about my husband. Why do you care? I don't care. I'm sorry that I have faith in my husband. I know it's weird. It's weird to like not be insecure in your marriage. It's really weird. But that's kind of how you get to be married for 25 years is you trust the person you're with. You trust the person you're with. And can I get into his phone at any minute? Yes. I have the passwords to fucking everything. This motherfucker, when he signed, knock it off. He signed up for the gym the other day. This motherfucker goes, here's my passwords to the gym. I just looked at him, I said, what the fuck are you giving me the passwords to the gym for? He's like, I don't know, I'm just, in case you need them. For what? The fuck would I need them for? It's wild to me. It's wild. I don't know why you're fucking pressed about who my husband's followed or following. I've not looked at that man's follower or following list in forever because guess what? Yet again, let me say it again. My husband doesn't really participate in social media. He was active in TikTok, but when all this shit started happening about a year ago, I don't think he's made a video in months, or he's made like one in months. He uses it to like scroll basically like politics, and he's not even getting on that anymore because he spends too much of his time watching the DNC. He's not on social media that much. And by the way, let's just fix this fucking thing to make sure that you understand this correctly, because you're really, really pressed about his Facebook. So let's talk about his Facebook. That's none of your business, but we'll talk about it for a hot second. I'm going to lay it out for you real fucking easy because you want to say this, that, or whatever. Let me lay it out for you. And then go back in your tons of clips and you can see if the story changes, you can see where it still stays the same. My husband has a Facebook. He did not delete it. I didn't say he deleted it. I said he doesn't use it anymore. He does not use it anymore. He did not delete it. He did not delete the guy in question off it either. Why? Let me tell you why. Number one, again, he doesn't use it. He doesn't care. Number two, he couldn't talk to the guy if he wanted because that guy's going to be in prison for a real long fucking time. Number three, if he did delete him, you'd just say, oh, they're trying to hide something. He's damned if he do that. He's damned if you do, damned if you don't. So he don't even barely get on Facebook. And if I were to open it up and public it, you'll see that the man hasn't made a post in like a year or two. He don't use Facebook. He uses it for Messenger. Okay. He did not delete his Facebook because there's 10, 13, 14 years of photos on there, especially people that we have memories with that are no longer here. So no, he's not going to delete his profile because there's pictures on there that he wants. He has a new profile now. He still has that profile. It is still up. It is still there because he does not want to lose the memories on it. He made a new one. Do you understand? Same reason I have my old accounts, because I have pictures on them that I want to have. I want to be able to access. Okay, so he's got still the old account. It's still there for pictures. And he made a new one. Why did he make a new one? He doesn't get on Facebook for Messenger. If you remember correctly, he changed his name. So he wanted a messenger with his name. The fact that I have to explain this more than once is fucking exhausting. Number two, let me just set this one straight. So apparently yesterday, somebody came in to my live and was like, did you delete your blog? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you deleted your blog. And I'm like, no. And I pulled it up on my iPad and showed you that it was still there. This is how far they go to make me look like a liar. You ready? I pulled it up on the account and I showed you the blog, correct? Correct. Okay. Obviously, the blog is still in existence, right? Right. Let me explain something to you very easy. So, the blog was originally hosted on WordPress. The original, which by the way, I got into the fucking account on Facebook, which I don't even really get into. The last thing that was posted was in April because it jetpacked from my WordPress to my Facebook. I actually hadn't been on that Facebook in a couple of years. So I got into it. Don't ask me fucking how, but I did. And I got in there and I made a fucking post because I'm like, look, and I showed the screenshot. The original fucking thing of my blog was Ryan Lee Rambles at WordPress.com. And I showed that as of April 2021, or maybe it was February, whatever. It was a couple months before. And it was Ryan Lee Rambles at WordPress.com. Okay. Then I bought a URL, RyanLeeRambles.com. Okay. So everything on that account, because I was using it, had RyanLeeRambles.com. Now URLs run anywhere from 15 to 150. It just depends on how popular it is. That particular URL that I had was $72 a year. I stopped using it. I didn't pay for the URL to be updated. It then reverted back to Ryan Lee Rambles at WordPress.com, where it currently sits today. It went back to the original URL, which I showed was the original URL. I showed where I bought the other one, and now it's back to where it is. This is not hard. Like, if you had 3 fucking brain cells, you would understand this. The fact that I have to spell this out for you because you are so fucking zealous to make me look shisty, they're like, oh no, you deleted it. You deleted it. The fuck I did. It's right here. It is right here. So guess what I did? I somehow got into the fucking account and I literally, guess what I did? I updated it. I'm not hiding from my blog. I said what I said. I'll say it again. And if you want to change my words around and make it into some nefarious bullshit to try to make me look like whatever, that is a you problem. Because when I read that blog to my lives, everybody else understood it. You not understanding it, you wanting to make it something ugly, that's on you. Period. That's on you. But what I'm not doing, I'm not hiding what I did. It is literally go look at it now. It's all updated. You can feel free to click it. It's there. I got zero fucking problem. I showed where it was, what it is, what it had been, and I updated it. I ain't hiding from shit. I ain't hiding from shit. I know you like to say I do, but I fucking don't. I didn't update a site that I hadn't been on in 3 years. Oh my God. I am hiding everything because I didn't update a site for 3 years that I didn't go on. Cool. Cool. You can do whatever you want to do to make me look like the bad guy. But every time you do it, I'm going to tell you exactly where the fuck you're failing. Be mad. I don't care. I never did anything to any of you motherfuckers. I never did anything. And, I talked to my husband and I was upset. She just said, fuck Ryan, fuck Bree. There you go. Now we're equal. I told my husband, I said, I'm sitting here all this time defending you. He just looked at me and goes, why? I said, because I don't want them talking about you. He goes, I don't give a fuck. He goes, let them talk. He's like, I don't even know who these people are. I don't care what they have to say. And I was like, yeah, but it's not right that they're picking on you. He's like, I don't care. Whose husband are they going on about? Probably mine. Probably mine. Don't worry about my marriage. Don't worry about my marriage. Okay, again, I will reiterate this for the umpteenth time. Let's go through it again. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to keep throwing that shit around. You're going to get. Anyway, let's continue. So, let's run this through one last time for the people who have no idea what is going on. Okay, here we go. So, 2021, I met a girl. And I was friends with said girl for about 6 months. During that 6 month time, girls who hang out, who have husbands and boyfriends, eventually they hang out together. Okay. So me and my friend had our husbands hang out with us. Okay. My husband at the time still used Facebook and he added the guy on Facebook. Okay. I know, nefarious so far. I stopped talking to the girl about June 2021. My daughter hadn't given, no, it wasn't even June 2021 because my daughter gave birth in June 2021 and we weren't friends at that time. So we stopped being friends probably April of 2021. Okay. My husband basically kind of just doesn't really use his Facebook anymore at this point. So there was he went to jail. He went to prison because they ended up finding a lot of CP in his computer. Okay. In November of 22. We had not talked to him since about April of 21. Okay. We weren't even thinking about it. We weren't nothing. And then people trying to make me look like something or make my husband look like something went to his Facebook, found the guy, probably rumors from the old Reddit, whatever. And they're like, why is he friends with this guy still? A, he don't really get on Facebook. B, it's not like he's talking to him. The motherfucker's in prison. 3, if he fucking deletes him now, you're going to say he's hiding shit. So they keep, I'm sorry, as they say, alluding. They keep alluding that my husband was whatever because he hung out with this guy like twice a year and a half before this motherfucker went down for charges. That's the best thing they have. That's the thing they keep throwing out there. That's the thing they keep throwing out there. Is because my husband was friends with the guy very loosely. I was friends with his girlfriend. We hung out a couple times. He had a beer with the guy and called him his buzz buddy. Oh no. That they're trying to say that my husband, birds of a feather, blah, 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 however you want to do it. They're trying to show that my husband's some awful guy because he knew a guy a year and a half before the guy went down for something that we didn't even know he was doing. Did they snap their neck jumping to that conclusion? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what they got. That's what they keep throwing out there. That my husband's friends with a P3DO. No, he's not. He knew him a year and a half before he did it. Was he probably doing it during the time we know? Probably. But that's not really something you talk about in open company. You don't be like, hey, come on over to dinner. Want to view my artillery of CP? That's not really how it works. We had no fucking clue. I was shocked when I found that shit out. But the second that we found out, no, he's not going to go in there and take him off. You know why? Because then it's going to be, oh, we're hiding him. Oh, you're just trying to hide. You're just trying to hide. Fuck it. Leave him on there. You don't get on that profile anyway. What's the matter? The motherfucker's in prison. What's the matter? And so just keep throwing it out there, dude. Yeah, in the South, it could have got him fucked up in the South. Luckily, didn't happen. But it's ridiculous that, and I want you guys to realize something. Again, why are they even talking about my husband who has nothing to do with any of this? The motherfucker barely gets on social media to begin with. Why are you bringing him up? Why are you going to his Facebook? Why are you going to his TikTok? I just put up a video. Yeah, I'm getting text messages right now because apparently they're literally talking about the fucking Facebook again. The fuck, dude? You guys want to talk about issues. Why are you guys on my husband's shit? Why? What is the point? You're not going to make me or him look like any worse, dude. It's not going to happen because the people who support me are going to support me. And the people that are going to believe you, I don't need them around me. So, whatever. No, at this point, it is just out of fucking principle. It's going to fucking stay up there now. Because the second, I guarantee you, the second that he would go remove him, we were hiding something. You're only getting rid of him because we made you. What are you trying to hide? Fuck it. Keep it up there. Don't matter to him. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to nobody. No matter what I do, they're going to continue the bullshit. I leave him up. He's shit. I take him off. We're hiding. Either way, it doesn't matter. So fuck it. Fuck it. Do what you got to do. That's the best you got. That's what the best you got on me. Because you can't get me for anything that matters. This is what you got so far. I'm fat. My husband was friends with a guy a year and a half before he pulled some shiesty shit. Yeah, now I see why you try to reach for anything. Now I understand it because you literally have fuck all nothing that you can get me on. Oh, what? You going to show a live of me conflicting, saying the instead of there? Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. But at this point, I want you guys to realize something, that these fucking crazy fucking lives and shit of them grasping at straws makes you look crazy. It makes you look crazy when you're literally grasping at any fucking straw you can, trying to make me look like a bad guy. You're trying to pin internet accounts on me that you can't prove. You're trying to draw some line from A to B with my husband that you can't prove. You called me fat. Oh no, guess what? I am. You want to literally victim shame me for what my kid did that she went to jail over, that I got a restraining order on. You know, what's hilarious to me is in her lives, you don't victim shame. You don't victim blame. Gypsy was a survivor, and you don't get to talk about Gypsy. You don't get to say that she wasn't abused while simultaneously doing it to me. Cool. Hypocrite. Awesome. So, you do you. No, I have small bones. I'm just fat right now. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Because here's the deal. If the worst thing I am is fat, guess what, bitch? I can lose 50 pounds. Then what are you going to do? Then what are you going to do? I lose weight. What do you got on me then? You're going to pull up some more shit about somebody that my husband knew a year and a half before he did something stupid? Like we all don't have friends that do shit that's stupid or awful even. It happens. And guess what? He doesn't talk to him anymore. He hadn't for a year and a half prior. And by the way, can we just go over one small thing? You're going to get on my husband for being acquaintances with a guy who had CP while being besties with a murderer. If you are going to say that my husband is birds of a feather, look in the fucking mirror. You're going to say something about my husband who knew somebody for 5 fucking minutes, who did that, which is not excusable. It is awful. Let's just make that sure. While simultaneously being friends with a murderer. Okay, cool. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So that guy eventually will get out of prison at some point. He's a shitty person, obviously. Look what you're doing. You are literally telling somebody that they shouldn't be friends with somebody because they fucked up. Then I guess you shouldn't be friends with Gypsy. Then I guess you shouldn't be friends with Gypsy. I don't know what to tell you. Your friend did some shiesty shit too. We can't, you don't always agree with what your friends do. And I use fucking friend loosely. He barely knew the guy. So, oh, then what was he doing on his Facebook? 2021, you'd add the milkman on Facebook if you had a good conversation. And there's people who have 5,000 Facebook friends because they met somebody at a concert. Did you vet them first? Nope. Or if you're like me, back in the day when you'd play like Mafia Wars or whatever, I had all sorts of people on my fucking Facebook. I didn't know who any of them were. You had to be friends in order to fucking get points for your game. And that's what we're going to go off of now. That's what we're going to do. Okay, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I can't imagine what some of the people on my Facebook have done. You don't always vet people to end up on your Facebook, dude. You just don't. And yeah, like we were supposed to know that he was doing that. If he was doing it then, I don't know. He could have been for all I know. Barely knew the guy. I was friends with his girlfriend. They hung out with us. He added him on Facebook and didn't even think about it. That's what you're going to grasp at. That's what you're going to go at. Because if you run either of our background reports, by the way, they're clean. He's got a couple traffic violations. Guess what? He's a fucking trucker. He's going to have those. He's going to have those. We have a bankruptcy. 2 of them. That's what you're going to find on our background reports. Bankruptcies and a couple of traffic violations. We're scandalous. I know. Meanwhile, all right, let's continue. So if we're going to sit here and be like, oh, you know what? If you hang out with so-and-so, you must be a so-and-so. Cool. Let's do this. All right, cool. Judging by that and just by that, using the rhetoric that you are using the rhetoric that my husband must be shiesty because he knows a shiesty person. Guess what? Using that rhetoric, I guess Brie is fucked because she hangs out with a murderer and her husband's looking at felony charges from what I understand, according to a post that Katie Joy made. So make that make sense. Because if you're going to blame my husband for something that he knew, and he's somebody he knew a year and a half ago, you are currently involved with people with charges. Using your own rhetoric. Using your own fucking rhetoric. Because here's the deal. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if somebody's got charges. I don't care if somebody's got charges. That don't affect me. Don't make me no goddamn difference. But if you're going to use that rhetoric at me, then you better use that rhetoric on yourself. Period. You don't get to do pot meat kettle. You are literally either going to say, okay, you know what? Your husband's a piece of shit because he knew a guy preemptively. Or you're going to say, guess what? I'm a sack of shit because I'm married to one and I'm besties with one. That's the only way this is going to work at this point. You don't get to throw stones here while not taking them here. Fuck you. Fuck that. Period. It's fucking ridiculous. Puzzle piece time. But what I can tell you is this. Yeah, I made an offhanded comment about her husband having charges. I did. An offhanded comment that took about 10 seconds to say. So explain to me why the fuck I got hours long live about me today. Well, you've been talking about it for 59 minutes and 44 seconds. Fuck yes. I've been talking about for 20% of the time that I was on. 20% of the time I was on. There you go. Because if you want to bitch that I've been talking about it for an hour, I'm going to have rebuttals to things that were said for 5 or 4 or 3 or 2. Regardless, I still haven't hit the amount of time that was railed at with me with an unflattering picture of myself and my name in the title. So I don't know what to tell you. I've kept myself. Y'all. I'm trying so hard to go down the right road. I am. I'm trying so hard to go down the right road and simply defend and not go on the offensive. Because if I go on the offensive, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will lose fucking followers. I will tell you that right now. Right now. Because if I go on the offensive, I am gonna say shit that is not going to be okay in any length of in any form. So I'm trying to be the better person. I'm trying to just say, okay, look, here's where the lies are, here's where the truth is, and just stay over here and not say anything completely out of pocket. Because the shit that's been going on in my head that is out of pocket, I don't want to say. I don't care about being banned. I don't care about being banned. I don't care about being banned. My point is this: the thing that I have to say, and this is the difference between me and her. The thing that I want to say, the thing that is on the tip of my fucking tongue, is going to hurt her. I know that. And Ryan 2022 would have said it, made a video about it, and put it on 5 different accounts. But I'm trying not to be that person anymore. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to not hurt people because they hurt me. So I'm going, no, not, I'm trying to take the high road here. It's becoming increasingly difficult. It's becoming increasingly difficult. But trust me, the things that I want to say, because she made a mistake. She made a big mistake. She happened to tell some of my friends some of her very, very, very big insecurities. And trust me, I could be the most hateful, absolute horrible person right now. I could use everything that she cried about, and I could do it to such a level that it would be extremely hurtful. But I'm going to try to take the better road. I'm going to try to be the bigger person. I'm going to try to just say, this is where what they're saying is wrong, and here are the facts. Because if I go down that road, I don't know if I'll be able to come back. And I've worked a lot on myself and the growth that I've had to not be that person anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore. Yes, the thoughts are in my fucking head. And yes, they are trying to come out of my mouth right now. But I'm trying not to be that person. So for now, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. So I'll let her continue to try to run me into the ground, to try to throw anything she can at me, trying to hurt me. Because hurt people, and that's okay. So she can continue to try to hurt me to make herself feel better. And I'll take it. I'll take it. But I will tell you, at some point, I may not take it anymore. But what I'm trying to do right now is be the bigger person. I don't want to be hateful. I don't want to use somebody's insecurities and bad feelings about themselves to my advantage. I think that's hitting below the belt. And for today, the belt stays on. So no, I know there's a lot of people in the live saying, do it. She's a piece of shit. Do it. She's done it to you all day. Do it. The problem is with words is you can't take them back. You can't take them back. And screenshots live forever. And video recordings live forever. So I'm not going to do it. I appreciate y'all. I do. So, well, Ashley, I want to say this though. Um, well, if I said that and it really did hurt her and she really did hurt herself, then I would feel bad. I want to use that same fucking rhetoric back. What if what she said made me hurt myself? They don't think about that. They don't care. They don't care. Luckily, I've learned that people are just hateful and they're hateful. Um, they try to hurt people. And so therefore, to me, you would have to care about the person to care about the thought behind it. These people are just hateful because they want to be hateful. So it would hurt worse if it was from a friend that I cared about. These are not friends. These are not people I care about, and their actual opinion of me is not going to be a detriment to how I feel about myself. They're literally talking about doxing Nina. They were joking about my mental health earlier. They don't care. Somebody just like, they know what's going through my brain right now. Somebody's like, don't do it. Don't do it. You can see it in my eyes. Not today. Not today. Not today. Rover figured that out. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Oh, I know, Ace. That's the kicker. That's the kicker. The minute I go on the offensive, then my character gets destroyed because oh my god, do you can you believe that she said that? Yep. That's what I'm trying, Sarah. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. No, I don't think doing that to anybody is okay. I seen a video of them laughing about that. I don't think that was funny. I don't think it was funny when they played Fancy's stupid fucking end of her live that she never took down. You do what you got to do, Anonymous. You do what you got to do. I'm okay with that. I won't report it. I won't nothing. You do what you got to do. Well, what I don't understand, what I truly do not understand is I keep hearing about how irrelevant I am. Irrelevant. I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant. I'm a nobody. I'm pointless. Nobody cares. I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant enough that you've went on a diatribe for hours today. So obviously I'm more relevant than you care to let on. There's so many things that I want to say, but I'm not going to. So many things. So many things. I will say this. I will say this. I want to thank every single person in here. I want to thank every single person in here because one thing that I've realized, one thing that made me kind of change my tune about what direction this live was going to go is because while I was in Katie Joy's live twice, while I was in Nicole's live, one thing that I saw over and fucking over and fucking over and fucking over again, and what I'm seeing in this live is that I have support, that I have people that think what's going on is bullshit, people that are there for me, people that have been there in the comments of the videos that I just posted. I put like 3 videos up. People are commenting good things on the videos. They are saying nice things in the comments. They are going to bat for me. They are going in. They are sticking up for me. They are being good people. And that right there stops me from being a horrible, hateful person that I can be, because I know that I have good support. I know that I have good followers. I know that I have people who will back me. And that's the only reason I've not turned into a hateful bitch today. That's one thing that I noticed is a lot of people were talking about that in the live of just, it was so incessant and rambling and awful and hateful that honestly, I appreciate you. um, let her dig her own grave. I ain't got to shovel dirt on it. Just let her dig her own grave, because that's where she's at right now. Because I think um, she's showing her true colors. She's showing her true colors. So let her bury herself. Let her bury herself. Oh, I agree, Judgment. I agree. I appreciate every nice comment that's coming on right here. I'm not going to read them all because I'll get a big head. I appreciate every one of you guys. It not gonna lie, in the beginning, I woke up. Here's the deal. I woke up to it. I woke up to my messenger going crazy. I woke up to video clips. I woke up to people raging in my fucking messenger. They were so mad. And I had just woke up. I didn't even know what was going on. Yes, I wake up in the middle of the afternoon. As you can see, I do midnights. I woke up to it. I didn't even get to enjoy. I didn't even get to get out of bed. I rolled over. I picked up my phone, and fuckery ensued. And I was upset. I was upset that I couldn't even put my fucking feet on the floor. I couldn't even get out of fucking bed, and it was already starting. And I was upset. I was upset because I feel like it's just never a fucking day, dude. It's never a god. I can't have one goddamn day that I can just get out of bed, have a normal fucking life without somebody being a fucking see you next Tuesday. I know TikTok doesn't like that word. This isn't about, and their camp always says the same thing. Ryan's such a victim. Ryan plays such a victim. Bro, seriously, were you here for the last 5 hours? What do I get to call that? Exactly. What do I get to call that? What is acceptable? What is acceptable? What is acceptable? Yeah. And that's how you know that you made it. You made it when you're hated. Yeah, I know. I mean, in the text messages you got and the text messages I got, it's the same thing. I'm the most bullied person on this app. I get hate on this app all day, every day, blah, blah, blah. I know. Thank you. I appreciate all y'all. I do. So hopefully, the only thing I can hope for at this rate is that people that didn't know now, that they're clued in, that they're giving a platform to a person who acts like this, and that at any given point, they may be at the end of that hate. because I don't know if y'all remember this, but number one, I had a whole live defending the fact that Sarah called her trans. Whole live. I've said numerous times that I feel like she's being used and that I feel bad for her when she gets dropped like a sack of potatoes. I've stood up for her many, many times. Many, many times. But for what? When she got her account banned, I literally put up a post trying to get her more followers so she could go live again. I know she loves going live, and I wanted to help her go live again. The autopsy is released already. It's already released. It's been released. We were supposed to have it on Tuesday. Monday it's closed. It's closed Monday. And so we're supposed to be picking it up Tuesday. We have a friend in Missouri who's supposed to go get it on Tuesday. So we'll see. As of right now, Natasha has it. But we're supposed to have it Tuesday. So we'll see. It's $50 for the toxicology and $50 for the autopsy itself. She uses the word bro. She uses it. Honest questions. It seems to be like she's on something. She sniffs a lot and rubs her nose. She got mad at me because I made a reference because it's been going around for a couple of weeks with the fact that she's constantly going off screen, sniffing, wiping her nose, that it's been rampant for like the past 2 weeks that people are putting out this rumor. And yeah, I made an offhanded jab. Not going to lie. I did. Made a couple of them, to be honest. Made one today, to be honest. I know there's videos of her doing it. I've seen personally like 6 of them. I've personally seen like 6 of them. So, I mean, you're not really helping yourself when you know that there's videos of this and you keep doing it. I don't know. I know what I've heard, Sherry. I know what I've heard. I know what I've heard. I've known what I see. I know what I hear. I know what I whatever. So yeah, so I made a couple of comments. I did. You can paint me however you want. I'm taking accountability. I know what I said. I know what I said. I'm aware of what I said. So, good night, Sylvana. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. As far as I'm aware, no, she's not trans. As far as I'm aware, she's not. What's up, Katrina? She's local to you? Well, here's the deal. This is what I figure. Unfortunately, bro is a word that a lot of people use, and unfortunately, it's really close to her name. Unfortunately, a lot of people are doing it because they know that if they pick at that's going to be a sore point for her. So at this point, anytime anybody uses it, it feels like it's a direct jab. I understand that. I do. Which is exactly why I went on that live that one day and defended her. Yeah, my phone changes it to bro too. And I say it. So it's like, I mean, like either way, I do say bro all the time, and my phone does change brie to bro. I mean, that's a fact. Your daughter's name is Brie, and when I text my hubby, it autocorrects it. Good night. Oh shit, not good. I don't want to block somebody. I'm just trying to look at something. And unfortunately, the people that I call it in her lion's den, there's a lot of, mob mentality. It's easy to hate somebody when you have six other people cheering you on. I mean, that's just a fact. That's Mean Girl 101. It's a lot easier. I've done it myself. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a lot easier to fucking hate somebody when your friends hate them too. So it gives you this sense of power. It gives you this sense of camaraderie that you're all coming together to hate something. I get it. I understand it. I've done it. The person that I am, the person that I was, I've told you guys, there's three grades of Ryan. There's three grades of Ryan. Told you guys this. A long time ago, I was a girl named Stacy. Stacy was mean. Mean. Insanely mean. Hateful mean. Will make you cry mean. About 2021, Ryan came around. Ryan wasn't a whole lot better. Ryan was a little bit more unhinged, though. She was mean, but she was more unhinged. Think fancy. Times 12. She was a lot more unhinged. Didn't think when she talked. Still mean. A lot more loud. And just, but not as hateful. And then there's me. Now, as I've come along my journey trying to find myself, dude, I didn't even know who I was till I was like 35 years old, not even kidding. But that's when I realized at about 36, 37 years old that I don't like who I am. I don't like who I am. Can I ask if it's hard to change your name and get used to people saying the new one? So it's easy to change your name in most states. Super easy here. I've done it twice. Why did I do it twice? Before anybody asks. So what is she hiding? The first time I changed my name, it's because I've always hated my name. I had no tie to my name. I hated my name. My name made no sense. Literally, I was named after somebody on the TV, a woman I never met, and my mother's ex-husband. I've always hated my name. So I changed it when I got down here. I moved states. I changed my phone number, changed my address, changed my name. Why did I change it recently? Again, a myriad of issues. Y'all wanted to find out who I was and stick it fucking everywhere. My piece of shit kid. I wanted the fuck away from her. My husband had a fucking falling out with his family and he was fucking done. So we had to change it for the second time. I had to change mine for the second time. So we can't ride at dawn. I got to go to bed at dawn and I'm going to be too tired to run at dawn. So yeah. So is it hard getting people to change to say your name? It can be. Weirdly enough, I went to my mother-in-law's the other day and she slipped like twice. And then my husband slipped once. And I was like, he was like, we literally talked about this in the car. I am so sorry. My husband changed his name, his whole name, when this shit happened with his dad. He wanted completely the fuck away from his dad. Completely the fuck away from his dad. He changed the whole motherfucking shit and caboodle. I still don't know if I've called that man his new name to his face. I'm really bad at it, like so bad. Like looking back now, he did amazing with me. Like not even kidding, that man did fucking amazing with me because it is hard. It is hard. It really is. It is hard. It was easy. It was easy for me to change my name in 2021. I changed my name in March of 2021 and Ryan came to be on TikTok in April. So from the time that I've been on TikTok, I've been Ryan. Nobody knows me as anything different except for the assholes who think it's funny to call me Stacy. Stacy's dead. I don't know what to tell you. When you do that, you're not hurting me. You're actually talking about somebody that doesn't exist. So have fun. That girl doesn't exist anymore. When you think you're taking a jab at me calling me Stacy, you're not talking about me. It doesn't matter. That's not who I am. That's literally not my legal name. And if you want to, just like if I was walking down the street and somebody said, "Hey, Stacy," I'd be like, I wouldn't acknowledge it. They're not talking to me. It's the same thing. So I mean, if you want to call me that, go ahead, but you're not talking to me. I'm not going to pay attention. Yep, the old Stacy can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. I did that. I did that one. I did that one. Back when I first got on TikTok, I did that one. Yeah. Do you know how many times I've heard the song Stacy's Mom? Seriously, so bad. Yeah, they call me Stacy. That's not my name. Yep. I need to find that one. Has anybody referred to me as Stacy's mom? No, that'd be weird. I'm my own grandpa. That'd be really weird. That'd be really weird. Who calls me that? Trolls on like Reddit and stuff. They love to call me Stacy over there. Like, have fun. By the way, never mind. Not even gonna get into it. Not even gonna get into it. How'd I pick the name Ryan? Every Stacy I knew was chill, to be honest. All Stacys I knew were chill. How did I pick Ryan? So this is how I picked Ryan. So I was originally going to go with. By the way, this will help you understand my Facebooks. So I had my original one, Stacy, and I had a bunch of fucking religious family. They drove me nuts. Okay, and I also wanted to get away from my brother, who was also nuts. So I had a gaming profile at that point named K Marie. K from Stacy, Marie for middle name. So I had a gaming profile on Facebook, and I called it K Marie. And I ended up basically using that as my real profile. And I used it for like 10 years. And when I decided I wanted to change my name, I was going to actually change it to Athena, because that is one of the goddesses I look towards is Athena. And I realized that much like Fancy, Athena was going to get me questioned. So I was like, all right, I got to come up with something else. I was like, all right. So I wanted to name if I ever had a boy, I wanted to name him Phoenix. Phoenix didn't seem to fit. I loved the name Willow. Willow didn't seem to fit. When I got Ember, her name was actually Shelby. And I wanted to name her Ember Ryan. And so I love, I don't know, I hated having a unisex name, but I like male names. It was weird. Anyway, so Ryan had just won Ink Master fairly back. She was the only girl who ever won Ink Master. And I thought that was a really nice, strong name. And I had just found out that I was 27% Irish through an absolute fuckery of a 23andMe that I did for the health. And then I found out that my family wasn't my family and that I was actually 27% Irish. And so I was like, well, we'll do Ryan because Ryan is an Irish name. So that's how I picked Ryan. It's that simple. And then after I picked my name, in typical fashion, Ember had to do what Ember wanted to do because I changed mine. So she decided she was going to be Ember. And we both did Lee because my mom's middle name was Lee. And when I got Shelby, her middle name was Dahlia, but her mom spelled it wrong. She wasn't ready to get rid of her name. So I didn't make her. So we just added Lee and changed the spelling of her first name and her middle name because they were fucked up. And then we kept Lee. She was Ember Lee. I was Ryan Lee. There was a girl that moved in here that wanted a family. I'm an idiot. I believed it. She wanted her son to have the same last name as us. So I wanted her to match. And so she had a name change. She also did Lee, same last name. And so when I changed my name for the second time, I changed my middle name and my last name. I kept my first name. At this point, everybody knows me as Ryan. Ryan has always felt like my name ever since I've gotten it. And so I did change my middle name. I was very angry at the fact I had to change my middle name because it belonged to my mom, but I wanted away from Ember. So I changed my middle name to something unique, very unique. I can't spell it. I really have to really think when I spell it. I really have to think about it when I spell it. The other day I had to actually pull out my license and look at it. I don't like it. I I didn't get it because I liked it. There was a meaning behind it. There's a meaning behind it. And so I don't like it. But there's a reason I picked it. So not really even sure how to pronounce it, to be honest, but there's like about 6 different ways to pronounce it. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. But yeah, so I changed my middle name and my last name. But I kept my first name because I don't know. I feel like Ryan fits. I don't know. So yeah. And here's the kicker for anybody who's like, oh, she's running from the law. I've heard that one a few times. She's running from the law. What does she have to hide? Guess what? You can still find my old name. You can still run my background report underneath my old name. I'm not hiding from shit. It's still there. It's still there. You can find me. You can't find the new me. You can't. You can't find the new me. You can't find the new me, and you can't find the new me. I've tried. Both of my new names you can't find. Can you find my old name? Yes. Have I ever made it a secret that that's my name? No. Do I care if you run my report? No. You're not gonna find nothing. I don't give a shit. There's nothing to run from. Believe it or not, as much of an asshole as I am, I've actually lived a really honest, clean life. I was always the kid that people weren't allowed to play with when they were younger. We were poor. My mom smoked and I had a mouth. But I was the only one of my friends that was not pregnant, married, and that actually had good grades when I graduated. So I guess I was doing something right. So yeah, I like I did. I loved the name Willow, but I'm not that relaxed. I feel Willow's relaxed. I grew up in Metro Detroit. There was 3 other Stacys in my not a Buffy fan. There was 3 other Stacys in my graduating class. We had 3 of them in driver's ed at one time, and they just called us 1, 2, and 3. I think it was 2 Stacy Maries, a Stacy Lynn, and a Stacy Louise. So there was actually 2 of us that was Stacy Marie. So that was interesting. But I don't have to hide shit. I've literally had to show y'all motherfuckers, like, my name is literally Ryan on all of my shit. I paid for it. It's mine. Damn it. It's mine. I've paid for it twice now. Was I 1, 2, or 3? I don't know. Actually, I think it was 3. I'm not sure. Look, it was like 30 years. Oh my God. It was 25 years ago. I don't remember. It was 25 years ago. You don't have to go through a lot in Kentucky to change your name, no. Michigan, you do. Michigan is a whole fucking ball of worms because I wanted to do it in Michigan, but my mom got upset with me of why. I don't know. It's not like she didn't like my name meant anything. I even offered she could help me pick out a name. Michigan, you got to like hire, you got to like, it's like a lot of money. Then you got to like put it in a paper. Then you have to make sure that nobody objects to it. Then you got to pay for, so I like, it's a whole process in Michigan. Kentucky, I'm not even kidding. You don't even have to change your name. They don't care. It's wild. They don't care. So like if you actually want to change your name to have it like on your license, like they don't care about aliases down here. They don't care. Like if you look it up, they don't care. But I wanted it on like my license and everything. I wanted to be legit me. So yeah, it costs $83.50. You sign out the paper, you turn it in. A week later, you go in, they go, okay, you're good. Here's your name. Boom. That's it. So I gotta do. $83.50 and you're a new person. Right. Well, I can be very granola. Just not on here. On here, you guys get to see the spicy me. So, but yes, I feel like it's a very relaxed, chill, hippie name. And unfortunately, I'm only that person sometimes. So, um, I changed my name when my mom passed. I just wanted everything new down here, dude. I changed my number, I changed my address, I changed my name. And I will tell you something. I'm gonna give you a weird little thing. I'm gonna give you guys a little thing. So before I changed my name, I checked out the numerology. Have you ever met somebody that when they got married, they changed completely? Like, have you ever had a friend and you're like, oh my God, ever since you got married, you are a completely different person? You ever met those people? It's because they are. It's because they are. Your numerology changes. I had to make sure that my numerology fit who I wanted to be too. Um, my numerology for Stacy was not who I wanted to be. So the couple names that I had picked out, I ran the numerology because my husband wanted me. Guess what my husband wanted me to be? Alexandria. He wanted me to be Alexandria, which I would have went by Alex. So, I mean, but when I did the numerology on that name, it was not who I wanted to be. Ryan, luckily the numerology for me is exactly who I am. So it was good. It was good. Which is funny because my husband hates long names. He is so jealous that my name is so short. And then the motherfucker renames himself a long name. And I was like, what are you doing? Right. Alexandria. I feel like that's way too posh for me, dude. That is way too posh. Way too posh. I'd have been Alex. Let's just already done. I could have been Alexi. Do I look like Alexi? Do I look like Alexi? No. All right. I don't think I could go with Lexi. Do I look? Alexi maybe work. Maybe work. Maybe. I feel like that's a little. Oh my God, Valley Girl. I feel like Lexi could work. It could work. Um, but yeah. So my daughter when she was born, all her and her three siblings. The other one was older and got taken by the dad. The two siblings and her, when they were named, two got adopted together and she got left behind. I ended up adopting her after three failed adoptions, but they were all named first name Cars, middle name Flowers. So when I first adopted her, she didn't want to give that up. She didn't want to give that up, and I wasn't going to make her. So she kept her name. I fixed the spelling because her mom spelled Dahlia wrong. She spelled it Delia. And I knew she really wanted whatever. Well, she got pregnant, and her sister was an absolute asshole to her. And she's like, I don't even want to be with her anymore. She's like, I want to change my name. And I'm like, so I let her change her name. I let her change her name. She did pick what I wanted to pick for her. She fought me. So it's kind of a cute story. She fought me because she thought the whole time I was saying Amber. She's like, I don't want to be an Amber. I'm like, it's not Amber, it's Ember. She was like, oh, that's not bad actually. So, oh my God, my leg. Um, oh my God, you had a friend named Shelby Alexandra. Wow, I'm sorry she passed though. But yeah, so it's not hard to change your name. It's harder to change everything along with it. You got to change, like for instance, for me, what you got to do is you go get a social security card. Then when you get your social security card, you can get your license. Once you get your license, then you can actually go change it, like your bank and your credit cards and your house and your car title and your car insurance and your life insurance and your Hulu and blobbity 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 electric bill, water bill. It's a fucking nightmare. My trash is still in my old name. That's the one I never actually changed. That's the one I never. I was like, fuck it. I don't even care. It's trash. I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, that's the worst part of all of it is just changing everything. But if you get married, you have to do the same shit. It's no different. Like when I got married, I had to change all my shit. So it's the same thing as getting married. So yeah, it's a nightmare when you get married. Yeah, changing your name can be it can be good. It's hard. If you It was easy for me because at the time didn't have a job, didn't have any friends down here, don't have any family. So it was essentially my husband learning my new name, and most of my friends I lost when I got on my TikTok journey. So everybody that has ever met me from TikTok knows me as Ryan. So it was easy. It was easy for me. It was easy for me. So you're moving to a whole new country just so I can change my name legally. Yeah, it's just that's the hardest part is people have a really hard time with so like if you're at a job, if you've worked at a job for 4 years, your coworkers are gonna have a problem, your boss is gonna have a problem. But I mean, other than that, you couldn't wait to change your last name. Me either. My last name was stupid. It was my mom's ex-husband's last name, wasn't even hers. She was just too lazy to change it. So I mean it was hers, but my last name, my maiden name was ridiculous. So then I got a phonetic married name, except apparently it's not that phonetic because nobody could pronounce it any fucking way. And then the new last name that I picked out apparently don't have this last name in the South because nobody fucking understands what it is. It's pronounced two different ways. They always say the one that is wrong. They don't know how to spell it. It's a fucking disaster. I can't spell my middle name. They can't spell my last name. Me going anywhere is a fucking problem now. But Ryan's easy. Except whenever I go someplace, I go, okay, my name's Ryan. They go, Ryan? Yeah, Ryan like the dude. Ryan like the dude. For like a year after I changed my name, that's how I introduced myself. Ryan like the dude. Ryan like the dude. Hey. One time I got a phone call right when I changed my name, and they're like, "Hey, can we speak to Ryan?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "No, can we speak to Ryan?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "We need to speak to your husband." I'm like, "You need to fucking talk to me, and if you don't start saying what the fuck you're saying, I'm gonna hang up on your ass. What do you need?" Like, right? See, I'm kind of agitated because I never really knew any girls named Ryan, and then I changed my name to Ryan, and people are like, "Oh, I got my friend his name," and I'm like, I was trying to be kind of unique. I was trying to be unique. But apparently, but I will say this, most girls named Ryan are Rian or Riann. Like Ryan. I'm not. I'm just like the dude. Y'all, the ants are back. How? How? How are the ants back? Not a lot of them, but like there's some ants that are back. And it's wild because I've looked. There's nothing on the floor. There's nothing on the walls. Where are they coming from? And they're only right there. Like not down there, just right there. Just one spot, boom, ants. Why? They're not coming from anywhere. It's so weird. No, I got ant poison out. They're eating the ant poison right now. I have it like a little buffet line. They're eating it right now. So, really? Maybe that's part of my problem, Renee, because I've been smashing a bunch of them. But where are they coming from? Like where are they coming from though? That's what I don't understand. They want the vape. Can't have it. It's mine. I'm running out of vape, y'all. I'm running out of my disposable. I have my normal one, but like guess who's back? Back again. Answer back. Tell a friend. Yeah, so they're banning vape in general in Kentucky at the beginning of next year. Luckily, I don't live that far from Tennessee or Virginia because that's where I will be going. How do you make your own juice? They made it to where you have to have a nicotine license now, which is stupid. They used to let you do it in Michigan, but a couple years back they make you have a nicotine license. Oh, you're doing it in Australia. Yeah, and in America you have to have a nicotine license. They didn't make you do that. Where are they banning them? Because they say flavors are bad. Flavors are bad and they're making kids smoke. Now, here's my problem with that. Two things. Number one, we have flavored alcohol that nobody gives a shit about. Number two, I don't know about y'all, but I'm old. And I will tell you that people would smoke in school. There would be smoking sections in school. You could go out and you could smoke with your teachers. Like, we didn't ban cigarettes. Why did we not ban cigarettes? Kids were getting a hold of cigarettes. What the fuck is the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. Big Tobacco's pissed that the vape industry is killing Big Tobacco. So Philip Morris actually backed the vape ban because the only ones that can be done in Kentucky at this point are federally approved. And the only ones that have been federally approved since 2016 is Juul. Guess who owns Juul? Philip Morris. And they're refusing to put through any other new ones, which is now why there's a class action lawsuit, because they're like, okay, you want people to be able to have FDA approved vape, but you're not approving anybody. So you get a smoke pit. Investigating a system into the bathrooms. Look, kids are going to find shit regardless. And what sucks is if you get rid of the vapes, they're just going to go to cigarettes. And that's even worse. That's even worse. I don't know about Michigan. I mean, they legalized cannabis, so I'm pretty sure that vapes are okay. Yeah. They gave us one of the most comprehensive vape bans in the United States. I think the only ones that are I think the worst ones are New York and California right now, which is weird because California is so like whatever you want. But Kentucky's is bad. It's gonna be bad. You can vape, you just can't vape anything with a flavor. But that ain't gonna stop me from going and getting vape somewhere else. I grew up in Metro Detroit. Yeah, I grew up in Metro Detroit. I moved to Kentucky 5 years ago. How are you going to post? Oh, you're going to do it on a YouTube. Okay, you're going to do it on YouTube. That's cool, Ashley. Hey. Where'd you go? You don't smell like apples? There you go. We gave my dog a bath and she still smells awful. Oh my God. Now she smells like apples. Smells like apples. Well, I see that now. I thought you were on TikTok because I wasn't paying attention. I'm talking to you on YouTube and I thought you were on TikTok. Leave me alone. Um, yeah, so I had a medical license in Michigan, and then right as we moved to Kentucky, they legalized it in Michigan, and everybody from Kentucky goes to my hometown because my hometown is right on the border of Michigan. So like everybody in Kentucky goes to my hometown to get it now. So yeah. That's the last time I got to do anything is when I visited Michigan 2 years ago. Oh my God, I hate it. But they are doing medicinal in Kentucky. And I have like three of the conditions. So I'll be able to get it here. They have it, but you can't buy it here. So I'm waiting till next year because next year they're going to put dispensaries in. So I'll get it, and then I won't have to drive so far for the dispensary. So because like I can go get it now, but I have to drive to like Ohio or Virginia or usually Michigan. So I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. Yeah. I'm gonna tan tomorrow. It's fading and I'm starting to look white again. I'm starting to look ghostly again. I was supposed to go today, but it was storming and he's like, we'll go tomorrow. Yeah, this twice he's done that. We do end up going the next day, but it was raining really, really bad and it was ugh, nobody wanted to go out in that shit. So what did I end up eating? Oh yeah, pizza, leftover pizza. I forgot about that. I still got 2 pieces leftover pizza still. So yeah, in my hometown, the every time I look at the paper or whatever, they're like apparently I guess there's dispensaries in like every fucking corner in my hometown. They're always bitching. Oh my god, that's all we have. Okay, yeah, you have an entire bar crawl front street. Our front street was just a bar crawl, just bar, 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 bar. Nobody bitched about that though. Nobody bitched about that. I've only ever been in one Great Lake. Wait, was I in? Yeah, one Great Lake. I've only ever been in one Great Lake. I've seen all of them. I have not seen Ontario. My bad. I've not seen Ontario. But I have seen the rest of them in some capacity anyway. I'm kind of thinking about taking out. I've been talking about it for months about taking my Libre out because I keep bumping it. Keep bumping it. And it's getting on my nerves. So see, I lived 6 miles from Erie. And my if when we went in, when we went to my brother-in-law's house, you'd walk out his door, down the street, onto the beach, and right into Lake Erie. I lived right next, I mean, like right on top of Lake Erie. That went well. And I'm about out of water too. I'm doing good. Come for the lakes, stay for the bars. Pretty much. We had as many bars as we had churches. It was great. It was great. So many churches, so many bars. Down here, we don't have bars. Like a bar. Like, do we have like a bar and grill? Like we have Applebee's. We have Applebee's. They can finally sell alcohol. My bad. One of our WalMarts you can't buy alcohol. 2 years before I moved here, it was called the Dry County, which meant you couldn't buy alcohol. You'd have to go to a liquor store to buy alcohol. You couldn't sell it in restaurants. You couldn't sell it in store. You had to go to an actual liquor store. But we don't have like actual like bars. You know, when you go in, you sit at a bar, you drink. There's not. We don't have those. I haven't seen the inside of a bar in years. Years. You're gonna message me on here? Okay. No, I'm not in a dry county person right now. But I live like right next to a dry county, which is weird. I mean, if you think about it, like we're like moonshine central. So your fridge is your bar. Hell yeah, that's a lot cheaper. I never understood that. Like my friends went to the like I was never a big bar person to begin with. I don't drink really. I was always the. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I relocated my shoulder. Did y'all hear that? Um, I was never a big bar person. I was always the designated driver. So not a huge fan to be honest. There are still dry counties. Still dry counties. Yep. Thank you, Katie, Texas. Shocker, everybody. Yeah. Usually around here and in Michigan, you're only allowed to serve after X amount after it was either noon or 2 on Sundays. But we're actually allowed to buy it, yeah. I don't really hello from Washington State. I don't If I did drink, today would be the box of it. I love your last video about her doxing. I didn't say anything about her doxing. Yeah, I was always a designated driver. Always. Look. I'm a control freak. Shocker, I know. I'm a control freak. I don't like feeling out of my head. Like even when I smoke, I use indica because if I use sativa, I feel like I'm on a boat, and I don't like that feeling. So I do not like an out of control feeling. I will not go on roller coasters. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, oh yeah, we have a drive through bar in my hometown. They call it a drive through beer cooler with my flippy floppies. Yes, and my no hands. That was great. That was the best thing. I will never do that again, dude. I am the quintessential gummy story. I am the gummy story. I am that idiot. They told me that the gummy was going to kick in 20 minutes. First of all, they won't. Not even a speedy one. A speedy one's about 45 minutes. Didn't tell me that. Told me it was going to kick in 20. Didn't kick in 20. Got mad. Ate another one. 45 minutes. They started hitting. An hour in, got both of them. And the Delta 8 pen that I've been fucking smoking while I waited for the one to kick in. I just kept saying, I have no hands. I have no hands. I have no feet. Over and over for an hour. I have no hands. I have no feet. I have no tongue. I kept trying to find my tongue with my no hands. It was great. I will never do that again. Oh my God. So bad. I am that story. I am the idiot who took another one because I thought it would work. Yeah. So, fun times. Why were you guys in Breeze Live and now you're here? Thank you. Appreciate you. If you guys are in Breeze Live, why are you here? No offense. The worst is playing Uno like that. I can think of a lot of things that would be a lot worse than playing Uno. Like driving a car. Thank God I wasn't driving at the time because I had no hands. You guys ever heard that tape is the best thing ever? I still, you got kicked out, so you came to support me instead. I appreciate you. It was probably easy to find me considering my name has been up in her live forever. Have you guys ever heard the knife for hands guy? Oh my God, I have a knife for hands. I have a knife for hands. And she says, how'd you dial the phone? I have my hands. Oh my God, my feet are knives. Like that was the best. That is my favorite thing ever. I love that. That is the best thing ever. Did you pick the right shoes? Let's see. What was it? Let's see. Hold on. Regulated goods and content. They got me for vaping. Hi, Breeze friends. I appreciate you. I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. I'm there every night at something o'clock at night. Usually about 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I'm live on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. I don't go on TikTok all that often anymore. I've been on it the past few days. But usually I am on TikTok or I'm usually on YouTube. Ryan Lee TM. So probably Elizabeth. Oh, you sent me the order? Okay. Did you get the good shoes though? Did you get the black and white and pink ones? You needed the black and white and pink ones. Those are the best. Did you please tell me you didn't spend the $137? Please tell me that you reined it in just a little bit. Oh, good. You got those? Perfect. Perfect. Stop it. Oh, you only got 5 items? Nice. Yes, apparently she's still alive. Oh my God, I got so mad at Una Flip. I threw the cards away. I was so mad. Everybody was fighting her in the game. I picked them up and I threw them away. And then I picked them up out of the trash, and I don't know what I did with them, but I remember I picked them up. Yeah, I was tired of hearing people complain during Una Flip, and I was just like, fuck it, and I threw it away. Yeah, that's a game, man. And by the way, don't ever try to play Uno Flip if you are inebriated in any. It is hard enough to play that game completely stone cold sober. It is so hard to not fuck up the cards. So hard. I literally just said to him today, I was like, dude, I want to play Skippo. And then like I got on and literally somebody had commented, I miss your porch lives with the cards. And then here you are talking about cards. That's fucking wild. We are on 4th hour since the reset. So she's been live for 10 hours for the day. And most of that talking about me. How's that? Most of that. I didn't, dude, I couldn't talk about myself for 10 hours. You guys have seen me after like hour 4. I'm like, what are we going to talk about? I don't know what to talk about. Gin rummy is easy, even if you could be lit with gin rummy. Literally. 789 234 555. It's not hard. If you can't do that while drunk, don't drink. She must, Ashley. Like, holy Christ. Now she's going off on Becca Scoops. Does she ever just talk? Does she ever just bullshit? Does she ever just talk like I'm talking? Does it always have to be against somebody? Yes, in the beginning of this live, I absolutely was talking about the fact that I was talked about and being frustrated about it. Absolutely. 1000%. Then I moved on, and here we are talking about everything under the sun, like it should be. Like it should be. You're not blocked. You're right there. I can see you. She's really bothered about the autopsy. Should be. Should be. Should be. Because if you read it, it's fucking awful. I'm good. How are you? She's went after everyone today. And this is why she's going to be canceled. Because eventually people are going to realize, here's the deal. If you go, this is the same thing I was talking about with Nick's appeal. I'm going to say the same thing here. If you go after Natasha and Nina and Fancy and me and Starlight and Sir Morbid and Ivory and everybody else, what you're going to do is you're going to piss off their followers. And if their followers are following both of you, they're going to pick one and you're going to lose your followers because you're being a raging bitch. That is just a fact. That is just a fact. You're going to talk shit about creators enough that people that are following those creators are going to be tired of your shit. Am I being streamed again? Seriously, am I being streamed again? Awesome. 10 hours. 10 hours. More than half of that on me. I'm super irrelevant. Super irrelevant. So irrelevant that I've been talked about for 5, 6 plus fucking hours. Good deal. Good deal. It does sound a bit obsessed. I agree. No, like I said, and I stand by this. Eventually, you're going to talk about enough creators that the followers are going to get pissed, and you're going to have nothing. Nothing. Everything that you've worked for is going to go in the fucking toilet because you're so busy hating on people because you're fucking miserable. I'm a liar, and she's and everything. She's never going to talk about you again today, tomorrow, or the next day. She said, "Well, hallelujah." She must have got it out of her system. The hell am I lying about now? I'm always lying about something. And every time I ask them, what am I lying about? They just say everything. I'm going to need you to be more specific. I need you to be more specific. Am I lying that the sky is blue? No. Cool. Obviously not everything. Obviously not everything. Okay. Should we make sure you get that on video that she says she's never going to talk about me again today, tomorrow, or the next day? Make sure to get that on video so that when she does it again tomorrow, I can cut, frame, and post that shit. 10 hours, it could have been better spent on something else. Absolutely. She could have got a college degree at this point. Yeah, I know. She did a video saying she was related to Gypsy. She wishes. Well, I'm just going to remind you. I'm just going to throw this out here as a reminder. She says she can't get a job because she's too busy defending Gypsy. Now, in the 10 hours that she's been rallying about everybody under the fucking sun, you could have worked a 10-hour shift and made money to help your family. But no, you'd rather do this. At least when I do it, I'm being paid for it. Oh my God, you're making money off of Gypsy. Oh my God, have you heard me talk about Gypsy? No, I make money talking about whatever. Gypsy, yes, but me more. At least I'm not doing it for fucking free. And you know what? If that bitch can profit, so the fuck can I. I don't give a fuck. She says she has a job. She says she's a social media influencer from the screenshot that I saw. Somebody told her to get a job. Gypsy probably is paying her. I'm good. She stares directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always looking for the anti-hero. Is she a pill popper? Not that I'm aware of. Not Brie, somebody else. Not that I'm aware of. Cold cases don't really super interest me because I need to have a closure. I don't like really missing cases, or I don't really like. I need to have closure. I need to have closure. I need to have an outcome. I need to have closure. I need to have all that. Like, I don't want to be like, the only missing persons case that I ever really got into was Maura Murray. That was that is a whole worm fucking hole. The Maura Murray case. I know a lot of people like the missing cases, but not for me. You kind of want to make a TikTok and made it all about talking shit about Brie. Watch out, because supposedly I do exposing the law, exposing, what is it called? Exposing Brie. I'd pick a much smarter name than that if I had a Brie hate page. I would pick something a hell of a lot more unique than exposing Brie. That's kind of lame. I'd have a cool name. Wouldn't be something that lame. That's lame. There's no creativity in that. No creativity. I live for creativity. That's why I think it's funny they picked that one. I'm like, that is the most boring one. You could have at least gave me a cool one that I could deny. That one's lame. That one even got a fun name, dude. I could think of I could think of 5 fun names, but I want to say them because one of y'all will make it and blame it on me. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm only doing this for a reason. No, there's so many cool names you could pick, and that one is lame. There's no coolness behind that. Delphi murders. I think they got the right guy. Everybody says they didn't, but I think they did. Oh my God! Seriously, can you not? I think somebody just like broke themselves out there. I just heard a big thud. Thanks for reading our comments. Am I being streamed again? Becca called Brie a racist. Why? What'd she say that was racist? I don't follow any of that shit, so I have no idea. Why'd you call her a racist? That's kind of wild. You watching me again? Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Oh, because of what she said about Nina. $10. 10 hours of just railing at people. Does anybody else, does she give off Veruca Salt vibes? Is it just me? Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. She gives out Veruca Salt vibes. Is that her name? Veruca? What was her name? Veruca? From fucking Willy Wonka. From Willy Wonka. I want it. I want it. Mine. So I feel like whenever she talks about Gypsy. She's mine. Can't have her. She's mine. Ashley, that is so bad. I'm just saying if she could wear a skin suit, she'd do it. The amount of fuckery in those comments up there just now was fucking hilarious. No, I have not. I don't. You know what? No. There's somebody out there that's claiming. Who's the one who's claiming that she's related to not only Gypsy but also Lizzie Borden? The amount of petty I want to be for the person who just wrote that comment is unmatched, and I'm trying so hard not to do it right now. So hard. Scott Peterson is guilty. Yeah, it's not a flex, dude. Yeah, that's the problem, Amber. You're related to Scott Peterson? I'm sorry. Oh. I will believe you if you say something like that. I'm eating nuts. Thank you for asking. I'm eating nuts. And you know who else could have been eating nuts for 10 hours? Brie. But she was too busy doing, railing at me for 10 hours. She could have been eating nuts. Probably much tastier nuts than mine. I have no idea. But she could have been doing that as well if she would have not been on my nuts for 10 hours. I'm out of water. And these are salty. Like, I really, really, really need water. Oh my God. Oh, I know, Craven. We are all aware. We are all very, very aware. Because you know what? I'm going to prove a point. I'm going to prove a point. You ready? I have a challenge. I have a challenge. You ready? For the next week, hell, I'll give it 3 days. I'll be nice. For the next 3 days, every time that she makes a video or goes live, she can't say the word gypsy. Three days. Can't say the word gypsy in a live or a video. Let's see how much content she can put out. If we made it a drinking game, we would all die. Let's be real. Three days is all I'm asking. 3 days. Cannot say the word gypsy at all for 3 days. Not in lives, not in videos. And you still have to go live and you still have to make videos. Can you do it? Before you sit here and say that all of us, we can only talk about gypsy? Can you, for 3 days, make video content and go live for 10 hours at a time without talking about gypsy? Because I can. I can. Let me know when we start the challenge. Let me know when we start the challenge. We'll see who taps. No, she still has to go live for 10 hours a day, though. That's the kicker. All right. Challenge part 2. While not mentioning gypsy, you can also cannot talk about any other content creator. Now, if you've been in my lives for any stretch of the imagination, we talk about lots of things. We talk about food and movies and music and all sorts of things. I can do it. Ryan, take it a step further. She can't say gypsy and you can't say fuck all. Hey, that's just mean. That's just mean. I want to put out a video with that, to be honest. Not even kidding. An official challenge. 3 days. No gypsy. Not in live. Not in video. Maintain your lives. Maintain your videos. Cannot talk about gypsy or any other creator, and let's see what other fucking content you have. Because I can do it. I can do it. We can't write at dawn. I go to bed at dawn. And then we'll find out who's relevant. We'll find out who can actually hold their own as a content creator. Without streaming other people's lives, talking shit about them, or relying on gypsy. Let's see who can actually hold an audience. That is my challenge. She won't take me up on it, though. Ooh, fuck me, my legs hurt. Oh my god! I'm old and I'm dying! Watch out. Let go. Does it count as getting water if you drink half of it on your way back in? Oh my god, please tell me Leigh is it. Okay, thank God. All right. Let's Let's see what else. Let's see. The name of the TikTok is going to be called what? All right. I got my water. I drank half of it on the way back in. Stupid, I know. And I got my apples. Hmm? Wait a minute. She's showing Nina in a bikini and talking about the zebra account that Becca talks about being racist. Why is she showing Nina in a bikini? I gotta know. Here's my thing. I'll talk about food and Lost for 9 days. I got zero problem. I'm with you. Why is she showing her in a bikini though? Do we have like a bona fide answer for that? Why does she casually have pictures of her in a bikini? I did not think of that, but that is also a question. Why would you randomly have pictures of somebody in a bikini at the ready? Like at the ready, you're like, I got pictures of somebody in a bikini. That's weird. That is big weird. Okay, controversial, but why is it in her phone? Why do you just randomly have a picture of Nina in your phone in a bikini? Is anybody going to start questioning this shit? I shared. I just don't understand it. Why does she have all these fucking pictures in her phone? Yeah, I don't have strange pictures of other creators in bikinis on my phone. I can definitely tell you that with all certainty. I'm aware, Ashley, she turned me into one. In her defense, she said it was a cute lion. I don't like ginger ale in general. As a kid, whenever you were sick, they gave you Verner's. And now every time I go near Verner's, I think I'm sick. Pavlovian. Who's reporting back? What's reporting back? What reporting back? What? I had leftover pizza. I could have ate leftover pizza. What? Okay, I have a question. Why is it somebody cannot just let somebody have content? Why do you have to pick apart the content? If Becca spends time making this content, it's fucking just straight ass disrespectful to pick it apart like that constantly. Like, God forbid somebody have a separate opinion than you. Hi. I don't need to watch Becca. It's nothing against her. I just don't need to watch her. Good night, Camo. Gypsy will be a better mom than all of you. There we go, talking about kids again. There we go, talking about kids again. You know what? You know what? You're right. So Gypsy will be a better mom than all of us. Is that you included? Oh wait. Sorry. Nice, Audra. Remember what I told you, though. Remember what I told you. You got pizza. What kind of pizza? It's not wrong for people to have differing opinions and be on a panel. Necessarily. I don't like pepperoni and I'm not a fan of stuffed crust. It actually says my neck, my back, my anxiety attack. You still spelled pepperoni wrong. You literally auto corrected it. Or you corrected it and you spelled it the exact same again. We're talking about kids again. Are you so fucking for real right now? We're talking about kids again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Timu. I'm trying to namaste, but I'm about to namaste not. $3.13. Well, I don't think I will go with that. I don't think she should use her kids to bully, but she's talked about umpteen fucking kids today. I don't understand people who can support this shit. I really don't. I will never understand supporting that shit. I just can't wrap my head around it. It's possible, Elizabeth. It took me 3 times to eat this whole bag of apples. They put a lot of fucking apples in here. It was 1.5 pounds of apples. I ate these like chips 3 times. I got banned yesterday after 10 minutes and 53 seconds for sexual exploitation. No, they're apples. I've been eating apples this entire time. I bought them pre-cut. When did I start covering Gypsy? Back in January. I knew about the case though, like as it happened. Like I remember watching them in the courtroom, like when they brought her in for like arraignment. Way back when. I made a few pro Gypsy videos in December. I'm on my last apples. We all make mistakes. Fancy made me open my eyes. Now, she didn't do all the work. She planted the seed, and I went and looked myself. Ashley. Oh no, I was like, she never deserved to spend a day in prison. It was self defense. I was all the way over there. I was all the way over there. I don't know if the videos are on Socratic or not. I know you used to talk about it in lives, being pro gypsy. She's talking about me again. Nice. Thank you, MSM. Yeah. I mean, I was for a long time, I was very pro gypsy. And then I came across Fancy's page and like I saw one or two things and I'm like, that's weird. So then I started looking into other things and I'm like, those are weird as well. I have an apple skin. It is getting on my nerves. You got a shout out. How'd you get a shout out? Well, if her PR team had fucking brains, they would make her cut ties because being attached to her while she is spiraling is not a good look for Gypsy right now. Not smart. Not smart. They should make her cut ties. Although I will say this, if her husband ends up getting fucked, she's gonna have to cut ties. Gypsy will have to by law. Gypsy will have to by law. She's not allowed to hang out with people with records, particular records. So I don't know if she's thought about that. Because I don't know how that would play out. Because if she's married to him and he's got a record and she's not allowed to hang out with people with records, how does that work? How does that work? How does that work? I don't see how that can work. If he does get, hit with it. Eat the pepper, she the pepper. Who the pepper? She the pepper. There's something going on in my YouTube. Apparently, they're all talking to Brie in my YouTube. Apparently, I'm being shown again. I guess she's flipping out again. Shocker. Shocker. At this point, like I'm not even gonna help. I'm not even gonna help. I'm just gonna let her bury herself. I don't know what her goal is at this point either. I don't know if she knows what her goal is at this point. I'm just gonna let her. I'm gonna let her fucking spiral her way out. You guys ever seen a what was one of the, you never seen those firecrackers that you put on a tree and they go bzz, 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 bzz. She's gonna go bzz, and just buzz out one day. What are you doing? Why are you being cute? I love you. I love you. I do. I do. I do. You're the cutest little pupper. I have an apple. I have an apple. My tooth. Blocked on her second account now? This is annoying. They're frustrating. Miss Ma'am, I'm gonna request that you go away. That you go away. I love you. Oh, she's got the koala filter on again. So much easier to lean over and sniff, I guess. You're feeding me everything